Greetings. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Friday. I was so ready for Friday to get here, y'all, that I ended yesterday's live with have a beautiful Friday. I don't know what the fuck I thought I was, but it wasn't on Friday. Are y'all ready to get to these fire breaths? Welcome to Fire Breath Friday. This is our first Friday in the sacral chakra. We about to get ready, to do. You need me to show you how to fill it up? We're about to get ready to do 2,000 fire breaths. I am Simone, the Shepherdess, and I was taught that if you get, you give. If you learn, you teach. I'm here to preach, and y'all finna get this word. Before we begin, please go and grab you some water. You're gonna need it. Go and get your crystal and your essential oil. Give me 1 second. Today, I am doing my breath work with some red jasper and some sweet orange. Before we begin, I'm going to chime us in by cleansing the energy with 4 taps. The 4 taps represent the 4 elements of water, fire, air, and earth. This is just to cleanse the energy and to center us before we begin. You do? Ashe. Get in a comfortable position. Guys, we're about to do fire breathing. I don't need noise in the background. Let me put in the comments. What? What?
Someone do this. Yeah. You do this? Yeah. Why? Yeah, won't you? You see how this is upside down? No! You can't go with me no more.
Okay, y'all ready? If I end up putting y'all on mute, just remember we still doing this. The sound didn't go out. It's just y'all here obviously have a lot going on in the background. Before we begin, let's do 4 deep breaths to center our breathing and then we're going straight into 2,000 fire breaths. If you are new here or if you need a reminder, the fire breaths is us utilizing just our nose. I was about to say nostrils. Just our nose, and we're doing rapid, I always forget what I want to say. Rapid short breaths. So, and it's supposed to be intentionally within your diaphragm or your abdomen, where you are ensuring that as you're breathing in, your abdomen or diaphragm is expanding or being pushed out, and when you are exhaling, your diaphragm is constricting or being pulled in. Guys, can y'all go downstairs and play? If you're gonna be in here, I need you to be quiet. We are about to meditate, and we want to stay centered and not be disturbed. That was gross. Don't ever do that again. Do I make myself clear?
Hey!
Quentin, do I make myself clear? Okay. So let's do 4 slow. Let's do 4 deep breaths. We're going to slowly inhale through our nose and push out or exhale from our mouth, and force out any stagnant energy, anything that isn't serving you, anything that did not serve you. Release it. Force it out. Cairo, don't do that. Let's begin. Ashe. Slowly bring yourself back to this present moment with 4 deep breaths. So today's journal prompt is: write about how the following statement makes you feel. I have the right to feel. How does that statement make you feel? I have the right to feel. Yesterday we talked about figuring out what your favorite sense is. Somebody could have wrote down all 6 of their senses, and that's your right, because it's not a right or wrong answer. But what was your answer? And was feeling one of them? Whether it's feeling emotionally or feeling physically. I have the right to feel. When in my last relationship, like the guy would say, he would like say something, and like if it was hurtful to me, or if I disagreed, or if I felt like, however I felt, I was communicating that shit. And he loved responding with, I ain't saying nothing wrong, I ain't did nothing wrong. And he thought or assumed that would just clear up however I felt, or make me take whatever he said a different way, or change my perspective, change my feelings, and it didn't. Your feelings are valid. However you are feeling, they are valid. What we are learning to do is be emotionally intelligent and learning how to control those feelings and those emotions. So yeah, I might be feeling a certain type of way, but it has nothing to do with anyone outside of me, meaning that just because someone said or did something to me, no matter how I perceived it, it doesn't give me the right to react in a way that will harm someone else, because I can only control me. So if it does trigger me, I have to figure out, why am I triggered in that way? No matter what they did, why did it trigger me to want to respond in that manner? So I have the right to feel. Your feelings are valid. You have the right to feel guilty. You have the right to feel sad, to feel happy, to feel unseen. I have the right to feel. So within that relationship, thank God for saving me from that relationship, or within that relationship. But what I've learned to do is to continue to express openly. I'm not going to suppress how I'm feeling. If you are saying something and I feel a certain way about it, I have the right to communicate that to you. Now, in the midst of the moment, you might need to walk away and take a minute to digest. And you meaning the person that made you feel some type of way, or even you being the person that is feeling the type of way, if you get my drift. But I have the right to feel. How does that make you feel? Growing up, were you told as a boy? One thing I am doing with my boys, because my mom had all girls, so I really wasn't around boys growing up, or people raising boys for the most part. But what a lot of people do is, that's a boy, or a boy shouldn't cry, or that's not how a boy should react. A boy shouldn't have emotions. Boys don't do. And it's like, no, just because you are a male or a female doesn't justify the type of emotions you should have, or when you should have those emotions, or you not having emotions. You have the right to feel. Your feelings are valid. So reflect on that. How does that statement make you feel? I have the right to feel. Are you open to feeling? I didn't read a book, not a book in February, and I was kind of upset with myself, but I'm gonna let that go. I am recommending, and I'm gonna do this. I'm trying to stop purchasing books because I have like all these books on my shelf that I ain't even open yet. But I want us to read the 5 love languages. I have the 5 love languages and the 5 love languages of children. My goal is to read both of those this month, or to start reading them. While we are, because I keep talking about feelings and senses and emotions and relationships, and I haven't read the book yet, but of course I know the gist of it. It explains what the 5, or what the author felt the 5 love languages are within any type of relationship. So I know it's like, are you like a giver, receiver? You need like time, touch me to know, for me to know you love me, speaking it to me with words of like affirmation, encouragement. So I want us to like dive into that book so we can know what our own love language is. Yeah, we want to be able to provide love to others outside of us the way that they receive it best, but we need to know how we receive love best and how we are open to giving love. Because just because a person receives it that way doesn't mean that I'm open to giving it that way. So I want us to get into that book so we can figure out ourselves, figure out what our own love languages are, figure out what makes us happy, whole, high vibrational when we are loved in those manners, in those ways. I'm pulling from 3 decks today. The first deck is my Prison Oracle, Color Oracle deck. Spirit, I am near. I am clear and ready to hear. What's the message the flock needs to know? Tell me so. Consciousness. Did we get consciousness yesterday? I feel like we did. Consciousness. All I keep hearing in my head is, we ready. Before we even got on, I was like, I'm not finna get on here telling these folks that, but it's just, we ready. We ready for y'all. Somebody get ready for war out there. Consciousness is our ability to feel and sense what is around us and within us, and to tap into a deeper universal connection. Allow yourself to go beyond yourself and your ego. Tune into this consciousness deeply as you move forward on your journey. We just talked about the question, the journal prompt of the day from yesterday. What's your favorite sense? And intuition, or that awareness of your consciousness, which is the same thing as your intuition or your intuitiveness. I have no idea where I was going. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, consciousness. Tap into your consciousness. Be open to listening to and feeling your consciousness. Yesterday, was your favorite sense your intuitiveness? Those nudges that have protected you, that have kept you covered, that have kept you safe. Are you appreciative of those? It's some people out here that are so lost, so out of tune, out of alignment, that they getting all these red flags and warning signs like vividly, and yet they are not listening. You needed me? So I just want to tap back into consciousness. How I was speaking on I have the right to feel, the journal prompt for today, and I mentioned that no matter how anyone makes you feel in regards to you being able to control, no matter how anybody else makes you feel, you only can control the way you react. So when you are able to tap into your consciousness and your intuitiveness, you know the way they are responding or reacting is within them. The way you will respond or react is within you. But when you are high vibrational and conscious, you know they are battling something that has nothing to do with you. But if you are triggered, you are battling something that has nothing to do with them. The next deck I'm pulling from is my Cannabis Oracle deck. That's the only thing I do today is wash. That's it. That's it.
My slick kind of hate when people get a reflex.
Yeah.
And then you want me to sort this shit out. But I went up on my takedown. It used to be like 180, 190. Now that shit 275.
Sure.
Yeah, that shit's a long time. I gotta be
So that's a washing and all that deep conditioning.
I gotta detangle all them braids. Like, that's a lot. And then the lady that's giving me, like, she does a lot of fucking, I don't know that I'm doing, but she got a lot of fucking hair. So, like, and it's like, I can rush do it, but it's like, no. So, you just like, pay me $2.75 where you can take that shit out of food.
Quality.
But,
So all that straight, so just, go to them. And when you go, can you get some more? When you go in, it's like on the left side, get some more of them labels. The green one and it, both of them should be out.
okay, you got like a big ass bag. But,
We got a lot of work to do.
yeah, I'm about to wrap that up.
All right, give thanks. Did you want to take that card just in case? The food stamp card. It's in my wallet. Thank you for your patience. So out of that deck came the Equalizer, Highest Self. This is aligned with that consciousness card. Let's see what this is. Equalizer, Higher Self. When we hear this, we think focus, center, direct. And this is what the Equalizer brings to your life. Balance. Here we see a glistening, milky looking drip similar to honey. And as bees work together to make the precious honey, we know it is all for the queen. We see the honeycomb pattern deep within the card and what looks like a vortex at the center. This card is an alert to get focused. It's time to stop manifesting and start taking action on your manifestations. You already have everything you need and you know that this will pass. Some cultures believe our highest selves give the lessons we will have in life once we inhabit our human form. This is so that we can evolve our consciousness back to the 7th dimensional realm where it resides. We just had consciousness. When this card appears for you, it is time to take one to the face, and that may mean a hard truth or loving accountability. Plant spirit, chamomile. What's unbalanced in your life? We here aligning and balancing these chakras. We here to tap into our intuition. We're here to be conscious. I said conscious and I was thinking accountability, but we're here to be accountable. To be accountable. What else I wanted to add to this? I need some Gringo. Why do I keep having brain farts? Oh, I wanted to touch on, it's time to stop manifesting and time to start taking action on your manifestations. How we do our mirror work Mondays, our mantra Mondays. You can affirm all day long. I'm so beautiful. I'm so beautiful, but do I feel it? Am I walking in beauty? Do I do things to beautify myself. Whatever that is to me, not to society or anything outside of me. Whatever that is to me. And that could be nothing but getting a clean towel and getting the crust out of your fucking eyes. And that makes you feel beautiful. And that is valid for you. But it's time to start walking in your manifestations. If you are telling yourself, I am a homeowner, I am manifesting a home, but you scared to go walk into model homes, you scared to pull your credit report, you scared to, and I hate saying credit report and credit, because me finding out that credit scores is not even a law or a legal requirement for you to have a credit score, but that's a whole nother topic. But are you doing the work that's within this matrix to manifest your house? Or are you, before you even start, you already discouraged? Or you saying, God gonna bless me with a house, feeling like it's gonna fall out of the sky? What's another manifestation? I am a business owner. We talked about this, but you ain't did shit to start the business. Wrote a business plan, figure out what type of business you want, made your business a legal entity. It's time to stop manifesting and to start living in your manifestations. Higher self. And see, when you are conscious, intuitive, balanced, you will know that nothing outside of you is going to... This should keep happening today. I don't know why. It's going to hinder you. Only you will hinder yourself. Yes, that does not mean that every door that you knock on is going to open, but when those doors stop opening, do you stop seeking? Do you stop knocking? Or do you just keep going down, moving to the next door, to the next opportunity, until you achieve or reap what you have sown? Those seeds. We in March, we're about to get ready to have the spring equinox, and technically March is the beginning of the year. It's time to start harvesting. What have you sown? Let's see what's about to come out from tarot. We got 2 cards off the rip. Strength and the 3 of Swords. Strength. Your calm power has the ability to tame the wild beast. The Strength card is a card of overcoming your problems through calm but assertive power. The terrible fears you have become like a sweet kitty cat in your lap. You have an inner strength and serenity that will help you overcome. You have the upper hand in this situation. Apply your willpower to the issue at hand and see the wonderful results. Someone or something may test you, but remain steady and you will conquer. Strength can also mean taming your primal urges and desires. It's up to you to control your vices. Take control of the situation and impose your will. I am strong, calm, and powerful. It's so crazy because I got on here talking about we ready. How I was feeling in my spirit. And it say, get ready. Get ready for conflict, but know your strength will overcome. The calmness will overcome. We just talked about consciousness, ego, your highest self. You being in control of you. No matter what is happening around you, you control your world, your inner being, your outside self. The circle, the energy around you and within you. And also, what else did it say about strength? Being able to control your primal urges. We are in the sacral chakra. We are working on the sacral chakra now. So us having an excuse of, oh, I just want to fuck. Oh, I I'm a sex addict. I just need it. I just want to have sex. Being able to control it, because that's not normal. That's not natural. Then we also are, when we having sex and we are ejaculating or whatever you want to call it, we are releasing energy. And not only are we releasing energy, but we are releasing minerals and vitamins. And y'all already not eating correctly, so I know you're not replenishing them. So fast from sex, abstain from sex, at least for these 31 days, y'all. We 3 days in, so it's less than 31 days though. Being able to control that, like, and asking yourself, why can't I control my sexual habits? Why do I allow any and everybody in me, around me, or even men? Why do I feel comfortable going in anybody, not knowing what these people are carrying? And we ain't even talking about physically or sexually, spiritually. You done fucked around with somebody, now you wondering why you broke. Why shit working out for you? Why you feel like you losing everything? Why you down, sad? Because they didn't put a spell on you. That's what sex is. How our words are spells, sex is a spell. Sex is a spell. Okay, now let's see. Swords. The 3 of Swords. Sadness, heartbreak, betrayal, endings. This is a card that indicates the end of something that will be painful. The storm clouds are here. The deed is done. Nothing left to do but to cry. Something close to your heart will be lost. Big emotions like depression, sadness, and anger. The end of a relationship. Emotional release. Let those tears fall. Affirm. This heartbreak opens space for new love to come in. Ashe, we just talked about our emotions and having the right to feel how your feelings are valid. Whenever it's telling us that the collective, the flock, has some type of ending near, whether it's going to be a relationship within a sexual relationship, a friendship relationship, a job relationship, a living relationship, a family relationship. Something is ending, and the way that it ends, or at the timing that it happens, the way that it makes you feel is valid. But what you shouldn't do is allow it to trigger you. Be observant of your emotions. Be in control of your emotions. Don't allow your emotions to control you. Whatever is coming, whatever this cloud is, clouds don't stay forever. They move on. They move on. So don't sit in your emotions forever. Do not sit in your emotions forever. And the card says you overcome. You overcome. I got on here talking about we are overcoming. We are overcoming whatever is coming our way. We are overcoming. We know it's working for our divine good. This heartbreak is to help you grow. To help you align with something that is going to be the biggest blessing that you've ever received. But you have to be open to receiving it. Endings are inevitable. And so are beginnings. We talked about the cycles of life and how we are cyclic beings. Everything has a cycle. The seasons. The animals, the birds, everything has some type of cycle that they are aligned with, that they are in sync with. I hope this message resonated today. I am Simone, the Shepherdess, and I was taught that if you get, you give. If you learn, you teach. I'm here to preach, and y'all finna get this word. It's Friday for real today, so have a beautiful Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow.